So how do you actually bulk properly? Bulking and cutting in theory are very simple. You just eat more calories than you burn. And if you're in a surplus, you're gonna grow. Or the opposite of that, if you're cutting, you're in a deficit, you're gonna lose weight. The problem is, it sounds really easy, but people still don't really know how to do it properly. Like you tell someone just be in a calorie surplus and you're technically bulking and you're gonna put on weight. Then their next question is, well, how do I know how much to eat? How do I know how much protein to eat? How do I know what types of foods to eat to reach these macros? So it's actually not as simple as most people think. Because then you have the people that are like, well, I'll just eat whatever to hit these macros. And yeah, you can do that. But again, if you wanna maximize muscle gain in a surplus, you do have to eat a specific way. And in reality, when you're cutting, you still have to eat a specific way to retain as much muscle mass as well. So my best piece of advice is if you're bulking and you have no clue what to do and you've watched YouTube videos and you still don't really have a good understanding, because I've been in your position before. I've watched those YouTube videos. I've watched YouTube videos, how to bulk, how to cut, how to do all these things. And I feel like they didn't really teach me much, or they weren't good enough to get me the results I was after. So yes, go watch some YouTube videos, get an idea of how to calculate your macros. And honestly, calculating your macros on like a very basic level is super simple. Take the weight you want and times it by 15. So if you want to be 200 pounds, go 200 times 15, and that'll slap some macros out for you. That's 3,000 calories a day you got to eat. And then you got to break up your proteins, carbs, and fats, your macros, out of that 3,000 calorie. But at the very baseline, at least you have your calories. And if you try eating 3,000 calories and you're not growing, add another 500 calories, go 3,500, and then try that for a week. And then you'll start growing. And then once you kind of plateau, add another 500 calories. Now you're eating 4,000 calories, and then you just keep inching your way up from there, essentially. You can use apps like MyFitnessPal and different things like that to actually track your macros. I highly recommend, like, you need a food scale for sure if you're gonna be doing a bulk or a cut properly. And my other piece of advice too is hire a coach. I have hired a couple different coaches now, and I've hired a couple different coaches, and the meal plans they gave me, I've never seen online before. And the reason being is because when you watch YouTube videos and Instagram Reels and different, content, if they actually told you what you need to eat to get cut or bulk, you wouldn't follow it. So they have to dress up how to bulk, how to cut with these fancy, good-looking meals that no one really eats when they're actually bulking or cutting. So that's my next best recommendation, is hire a coach. I started seeing way better results after I hired a coach, and I actually I paid the money, I learned how to do it properly. I had them as a resource. If I had questions about anything, they would answer and help me out. Again, most people don't want to spend the $400 a month on a coach, but again, if you want to do it properly, it is worth investing. And I know I'm saying that as a coach, but it's because I have a coach right now. It's not like I'm just saying hire any coach and go do it, but I literally have a coach for my off season right now that's teaching me how to do it properly, or that's giving me guidelines on how to do it properly. Because without the accountability, you can follow things for a day or two, but to follow them for weeks and months on end is very difficult. And that's what an off season or a cut requires. Like, you really have to follow the same meal plan for months on end, the same food day in, day out. And most people can do that for a day. Most people can do that for maybe a week. People can't do that for 3 months straight or 2 months straight. People struggle a lot unless they have a coach. So there's that. But at the end of the day, if you want to bulk, eat more calories than you're burning. Eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's a pretty good baseline. I typically like eating even more, maybe going 1.1 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And if you're cutting, go even higher. Go 1.2, 1.3 per pound of body weight. But that's basically a rough idea on how to bulk. Use MyFitnessPal, get your macros, follow them, and do that for a week or two. See if you gain weight. If not, increase your calories. It's really that simple. And people often ask too, what should I be eating if I'm bulking or cutting? Guys, in reality, again, this is something I learned after hiring a coach. I have been eating the same foods when I was cutting and when I was bulking. The food doesn't change. The only thing that changes is that you maybe get one more cheat meal when you're bulking versus when you're cutting. That's about it, but I'm still eating chicken rice, beef rice, eggs, egg whites, oats. The food doesn't change, the quantities change. That's really the only difference between cutting and bulking. The food is the same. There are a couple other minor differences, but the gist of it, the bulk of it, it's basically the same. Just the quantities are different. I hope that gives you, again, just a bit more insight into how to actually bulk properly. What you should be eating: chicken, beef, salmon, rice, and a lot of it. I have 4 meals a day with rice in it, and not just like, I'm eating 1.5 kilograms of rice per day. You know what I mean? So I'm not eating bullshit foods during my bulk. I want to put on as much lean muscle as possible. My goal is not to just arbitrarily gain weight, hold a bunch of water, put on a bunch of fat. The point of an off season and a bulk is to put on and maximize muscle growth. Obviously, you're going to put on a little bit of fat, but you want to keep that down and put on as much muscle as possible. So that's a quick run through of how to bulk and how to cut, because honestly, the ideas are very similar. But anyways, let's get into the workout. So today's workout is going to be a back day. I'm going to be training probably, again, the chest assisted T-bar row. It's going to be a good one. I don't really have a plan, honestly. I'm going to go do the same workout that I've been doing for probably maybe a week or two now, because it's been feeling really good. My earlier workout in the week on Monday, I hit 3 exercises. I think I should be able to do 4 today. My back was actually relatively sore after that too, which was, I don't want to say surprising, but it felt really good. After training 3 exercises, I was a little bit skeptical of how much I'd feel it the next day, but I did end up feeling it. So I was pretty, I was content with that. But now today it feels good. So I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna see how hard I can go. This is typically a pump workout because it's my second back day, but again, I only did 3 exercises. I've been eating good all week. I'm at like 241 in the morning again. I was at 239 just because my trips keep fucking me up. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the gym. Let's go. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be starting with the chest assisted T-bar row. This is the one. This is the Watson Fit one. It's pretty cool. You can adjust these handles and the different width on it. So I'm going kind of wide. I'm gonna be going again, pronated grip for probably 10 reps or so. Gonna be doing partials. Gonna be going pretty hard this workout. So it should be good. It's gonna target a little bit more of our upper back. Gonna keep those elbows a little bit more flared out as opposed to close to our side. So yeah, let's get into it. Might increase the weight after this next set. Let's see how this goes. Okay guys, so this set I added a 25. I think that was my most reps for 4 plates I've done, so getting stronger, which is a good sign. Not confident enough to go for 5 plates though. This will be a good in between. Let's try and go for another 8 to 10. Fuck, I wonder if I should wear straps. Maybe I'll try straps on this one. Fuck. Something to consider when you're doing these reps. Even though I'm going heavy, you could still tell I'm really trying to control the weight. You're gonna feel it so much more. Sometimes you want to go fucking meathead, don't get me wrong, but sometimes going really heavy with perfect form, squeezing, getting a good negative, it just feels, it hits super hard. So You know, just because you're going heavy doesn't always mean you have to go meathead and just rep it the fuck out and move weight. Like, go heavy, perfect form, good negative, controlled negatives, no momentum on the bottom, as good of a squeeze as possible every rep, and yeah, you're gonna blow up. Obviously, it's harder with the heavier you go, but it's not supposed to be fucking easy. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck. Okay, that was good. Time to move on. Going into a high lat row here. As you can tell if you've been watching my videos, one of my favorites. Last exercise targeted a lot of our upper back. This one's gonna target obviously our lats, hence the name. Did 4 and a 25. I've been doing 4 plates consistently, so it's time to bump it up again. Oh, that's pretty heavy. It'd be nice if I had someone to push the weight like an extra inch or 2 down, but still feels pretty good. I think I'm gonna do one more set with that and then take the 25 off or take a plate off and do 3 1/4 and just get really good squeeze. Some cues to think about while you're performing this. Some things I think about while I'm doing this. You want to depress your scapula. So you want to pull it down like this and keep it locked in there. And then see, I'm not lifting it up. I'm keeping it down. And then I drive my elbows down. I'm not letting everything slide up and then pull down. I'm keeping my scapula depressed. I release my arms, but I'm still keeping it down. And then I drive my elbows down. That's what you want to do for honestly almost every back exercise. Okay. You see? Pulling it down. Now I'm in position. I don't let it like pull forward like that. Okay, that's a little too heavy. Not a bad set, but I'm gonna go down, get better reps. That was a good set. So referring back to that other set where I only did 5 or 6, 7 reps, I don't know, not this one set I just finished, but the set before, a lot of people think like that was a shitty set. They didn't get as many reps. They only got 5 or 6 reps. Should they do another set now? Again, if it brought you till failure and you couldn't really do anymore, that's a good set in my opinion, even if you only get 5 or 6 reps. Is it ideal to do a few more? Perhaps, yeah, but if you didn't, it's not like a throwaway set. The only throwaway sets are if you go way too light and you do 8 reps when you could have done 30, and then you stop because you realize it's way too light, and then you count that as a set. And then you increase the weight, and then you do, you know, your actual working set there, but you counted that first set as a working set. Those are really the only throwaway sets. But a set where I'm going as heavy and as hard as possible, moving some fucking weight, it still counts. Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing this Panada seated row. I don't know what you're thinking probably. Mark, all you're doing is machines. You always do machines. Guys, this gym has unbelievable back equipment. And if I can get better stimulation in my muscle from using these machines, I'm gonna use them versus like doing a barbell row or a single arm dumbbell row or some of the other free weights. I fucking love these machines, so I'm gonna use them. If you don't have this, you could do an overhand cable row, something like that. It's the same idea, but this gym, especially these Panada machines, are unreal. Cool. Listen guys, I just want to show you some of the equipment, some of the back equipment this gym has, because you're not going to believe it. And then once you see, you're going to know why I do so many machine rows. So they got this pull down right here, and then they got that pullover machine right there. They got the machine I'm using here. So there's basically 2 rows of different rowing equipment here. Goes all the way down, actually 3 rows, because as you can see, they're working out over there. They have this row, this row, this row, that high row, that T-bar row, this other neutral grip cable pull down, or sorry, yeah, neutral grip pull down machine, a wide grip pull down machine. And it goes all the way fucking down. This is all back equipment over here. And this is just the one side. You guys see me in the early in the video working out. See where the doors are kind of far over there? There's a whole other gym there full of back equipment there too. So I hope you guys understand why I'm using so many back machines here. It's fucking endless. And they hit so well compared to free weights in my opinion. So, you know, I'm gonna use them. Damn, I'm fading here. Let's go do a pull down. You're fucking up my set, bro. Okay, that was a good set. The set before, my friends called me on Snapchat. So I was in the middle of a snap video the whole set, so they kind of fucked it up, but it was still decent. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, last set, then we'll check the poop. Poop. Fuck. I'm gonna do some calves today too, by the way. Let's go check the poop. All right, all right, all right. Pretty good back day. Oh. Oh. Let's see what kind of pump we got. Don't worry, I'll face you guys in a second. Let me check in the mirror first. Let's do a back double by. Okay. All right, y'all, back in the kitchen. Pretty solid workout. For my post-workout meal, I'm gonna be eating this ground beef. I gotta cook it. I have rice. I also have some tortillas, so I might make some tacos. And yeah, I think I answered all the questions. If there's anything you want me to cover in the videos, I've been answering questions on my Instagram and just TikTok and the comments left underneath. But if there's anything else that maybe I missed or you want a better explanation on, just drop it down below in the comments. I'll get to it in my next video. I always look through my comments. I'm the only one running my social media, so I see everything essentially. I don't have anybody running shit for me essentially. I do everything. So yeah, drop a comment down below. Again, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. I'm gonna come out with some giveaways very soon for people that have been supporting the channel and watching, so stay tuned for that. Because yeah, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. So, you know, as always, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for today's back, I guess shoulders tomorrow, shoulders and arms. Maybe we'll just do an arm day. Fuck it. Yeah, let's do an arm day tomorrow. Let's have a fun workout. Peace.